Life is an echo. What you send out comes back. What you sow, you reap. What you give, you get. And what you see in others exists in you. A very happy and good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Montfort Academy and Team VAYAM, I, Aisha, welcome you all with immense joy and gratitude for the inaugural ceremony of VAYAM, a virtual counseling initiative by Montfort Academy, Goa. We appreciate you being with us here today through your valuable time and patience. Telecounseling is the need of the hour. The unprecedented crisis has wreaked havoc in people's lives and has created a host of physical, emotional, mental, and social economical problems. The pandemic has drastically changed how the world functions, with a number of individuals experiencing severe mental health reactions. Support and help from mental health professionals have led many to regain stability and confidence in living effective and productive lives. In this light, Team VAYAM is committed in providing holistic healing and change to all those in emotional distress and pain. To enable us in fulfilling our vision and endeavor, we are grateful to have amidst us esteemed guests and well wishers to grace this occasion. I extend a hearty welcome to Reverend Brother Jaiko Gervasis, our President, Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Mahesh Pai, our chief guest, and a warm welcome to all our special invitees, Mr. Avelino Disa, Mr. Basil Dikuna, Mr. Prakash Kamath, Fatima Fernandez, and Sri Lata. Since Dr. Mahesh Pai is physically present at Montfort Academy, I request Manuja to kindly welcome Sir. To express our ovation and praise, let us all welcome them with a virtual applause that goes like this. Thank you, everyone. Let us begin today's auspicious event by invoking the grace and blessings of the Almighty. I request Ms. Vaishnavi to kindly lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Aisha. If you wish, you may close your eyes for this. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Another deeper breath in and relax as you breathe out. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityarma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Given in the Brihadanadika Upanishad, this mantra is translated as lead us from ignorance to knowledge, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. It is used as a purifying prayer which is chanted for the well being of oneself and for the humanity. It is a Shanti mantra. In the phrase Om Shanti Shanti, the chanting of each Shanti has a different meaning. Our ancients said that there are three types of miseries. They believed that there were three types of miseries. They were called Tap Trai, the three miseries. The first one, they said, came from within you. They were called Adhyatmic, the troubles which were inside a person, maybe a thought process, maybe a feeling, something that bothered an individual, which resided inside him. The second kind of misery was adhibhautik, a misery or a trouble that came from the society, from the surroundings, maybe from the people who didn't like you. You walk into a room, you hear people talking you about you, or a behavior that bothers you, but somebody else's. And the third kind of misery was adhitaivik, a misery that is beyond your control, that you cannot prevent it, something like a tsunami, something that is big and beyond human control, but definitely leads to human suffering. Om Shanti 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 means let there be peace in all these three aspects of your life, within you, around you, and even in those things which are beyond your capacities, which are beyond your uh, purview. Thank you, Aisha. Please take over.
Thank you, Vaishnavi, for opening our hearts and calming our mind through that very beautiful and meaningful recital. We start today's function with a glimpse of VAYAM. I humbly request our very own brother, Prem Sagar, the director and principal of Montfort Academy, to give us an idea and background of Team VAYAM and its services.
Thank you, Aisha. I'm very glad to present the glimpse of the VAYAM. Vision of the VAYAM to make healing through counseling accessible and affordable to everyone. Orientations to help the helpless for the noble cause, non-monetary benefits, professional approach, volunteers, and collaborative initiative. Vayam, derived from the Sanskrit word meaning we, is a profound word whose roots go back to the ancient human civilization where society stemmed from the concept of we as human beings, we as family, we as Vasudhaivaka Kutumbakam, we as co-travelers, we as co-creators and innovators, we as transmitters of all emotions. We are social and emotional beings. It is therefore essential to receive each one's honest support, help, and cooperation for wholesome growth. One aims to derive this innate desire of being connected and bring a transformational change with assistance from the professional counselors to make the right choices and right decisions. YM focuses on helping people in need of holistic healing through counseling and yoga. The YM logo transcends and speaks volumes of our vision of integrating humanity by reaching out to the world irrespective of race, color, religion, or other attributes away from the core concept of we. Together we connect is the binding force of our team to work together and bring transformational changes fearlessly in the lives of people. The core team members, Brother Prem SG, Tanya Shirodkar, Ansi Fernandez, Ankita Swer, Librian Fernandez, Adeline Rodriguez, Vaishnavi Hegde, Aisha Pereira, Shalini Lily, Janessa Demelo, Brother Yuju Francis, and Nitin Das. And we have our supervisors as Brother Yuju and Brother Frankie Norona. And we have advisors in our team, Srilata and Fatima Fernandez. The methodology we follow at YM for counseling We have a dedicated number and a web link where people can contact us for help. Once the client details are collected, the team will allow date and time for the client to meet counselor in virtual mode. We will be functioning in virtual mode of counseling till the environment around us is safe for all to meet. Then it will be in-person counseling. We sincerely acknowledge and endorse everyone's contributions in making this noble initiative a reality. Very specially our chairman, education convener, Yuju, our trainer, the Montfort Academy staff and VAYAM team and all well-wishers. We continue to seek your support and prayers as we leap our first step. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, brother, for providing us with that information. We are honored to have with us Reverend Brother Jaiko Gervasis, the President and Chairman of Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel. I now invite Ms. Ankita to kindly introduce Brother Jaiko.
It is my immense pleasure to introduce Reverend Brother Jacob Gervasis. He is a provincial superior and a chairman of Montfort Brothers of St. Gabriel, province of Pune. An excellent educator, mentor, and towering leader, he has also been rendering the yeoman services in the field of education for the last 4 decades, imparting the quality and holistic education, a great teacher, and a mathematician who have tutored wholeheartedly, nurtured the youth to be a finer human beings. His deep-rooted faith in Christ and gospel values motivated him to help out necessitous and marginalized through education. His charismatic personality, simplicity, and innovative thinking has been his trademark. Now, I request Brother Jacob Kavasis to address the attendees. Thank you.
Chief guest of the day, Dr. Mahesh Bhai, Brother Prem Sagar, the director, the brain behind VAYAM, the fellow councillors. I'm happy to be associated with you, though I have a little difficulty with the signal here. I'm in the Akkad Hills, sitting in the balcony of the house, trying to catch up with you. So regret the inconvenience caused in the process. And it is, and that is the reason I am reminded that we are all products of circumstances. But still, I'm wondering, are we really to be a product of circumstances, products of the happenings around in time and space? We are not automated beings. But in these days of artificial intelligence, our intelligence seems to be conditioned by the circumstances outside and the pushes and pulls of the outside. And even a microorganism like corona can affect us immensely. It can push us out of our normal senses. And that is what you have been saying a while ago, that we are really tempered by the outside. And these days we hear much about the stress and strain and trauma. And there are many who cannot handle the pressure. So it is opportune time, and it is relevant that you have come together, and Brother Prem Sagar has thought of this with his friend counselors who have volunteered to help out the society in putting the society together. We as Montfortians have been speaking about the holistic education. They need to be, and also growing holistically. So we cannot just be physical beings looking for living as just physical existence alone, but we need to be people who are uh, intellectuals, having emotions, able to handle emotions. And that is the reason you have chosen the mental health an issue that you should be taking care of. And I'm happy that you are there as listeners, listening to the hearts, preparing to listen to the hearts of people, so that you in turn are able to help people listen to their inner voice, so that they can achieve that peace that you are praying for, shanti that you are praying for. Listening to the inner voice, listening to the Atman inside, so that they are able to meet the purpose of their lives, at least to have an idea of what the purpose of their lives, and move towards that. And this is a help that all of us together can do to the society in these days where there is so much of pressure, so much of division, so much of uncertainty. And this is the time we can step in and say we are all connected, and we need to reach out to one another with all our eyes, ears, and uh, our intellect, so that there is sanity prevailing all around and peace prevailing all around. Thank you for having me. I also need to rush for the meeting. I'm in the midst of National Council meeting of the Montfort Brothers. So I had a short break. That's the time I came in. So I wish you all the best. And that's the reason I could not also prepare much and then speak to you. Uh, Thank you for having me. Uh, I should be moving out if you would let me. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, brother, so very much for being present and making time in spite of your busy schedule. And thank you for that very inspiring message. Thank you. We are glad to have in our presence Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony as our guest of honor for today's function. I call upon Miss Librin to kindly introduce Brother Shajan.
I take this privilege to welcome Reverend Brother Sergeant Anthony. He is the correspondent and principal of the prestigious Little Flower High School based in Hyderabad since more than half century. An excellent educator and a trainer. As education convener of the province is appreciable. His leadership skills has escorted marvels to the institutions. His quality of resilience and hardworking nature has led to success in teaching field. His team at Little Flower had done an incredible service to the most needy and vulnerable section of the society during the unprecedented lockdowns due to COVID-19. The constant striving to help and serve the people in need speaks volumes of outgoing nature. I now request Reverend Brother Sergeant Anthony to share your thoughts and motivate and guide us with your inspiring words.
Good morning to you all. You are able to hear me?
Yes, brother.
Dr. Manish, the guest of the day, Brother Prem, the director of Montfort Academy, and all the fellow counselors, staff of Montfort Academy, Brother Jacob Garwas is the chairman, and all other members who have joined for this VAYAM inauguration. At the outset, my congratulations, my best wishes for this nice initiative that Montfort Academy, along with other fellow companions, counselors, same who are joined to start this initiative. As brother said, we are in a meeting. We both are in a National Council meeting. I am at the footstep of Montfort, wherein we started our institution, the mother institution at the aircard, and drawing the inspiration from Montfort. Uh, we are very happy to join with you today. Although in the hill stations the signals are not sure, but at the same time, showers of blessing, little bit of blessing that we get here. I give that the spread of joy with you, and I congratulate, and especially at this unprecedented time, during the pandemic time, we know the schools of all our institutions, staff, students, and the family members, and all in all the spheres of life, we are going through a different set of health issues and mentally getting tortured, harassment, and we also get from the students level also. Last 1.5 years, almost 2 years, students are just locked down inside at home, and they also experience a lot of the pain and suffering, and this moment you are coming together, and with all the initiatives that you are able to spread the joy and the peace. That's a wonderful initiative and a wonderful piece of joy that you are able to give to the society. So I wish you all the best, and we expect of your help to all our institutions, and I'm sure during this time. As a convener of the education in our Pune province, we will also introduce you to in all our institution, and with the help of Brother Frankie, Brother Yujo, we will be able to reach out to many people. And at the same time, we are also having, we seek your prayers and the success for our literary and cultural competition. It's not only the one meeting is going on. In all our 16 institutions, today it is a poster making program, literary competition is going on. And many children are, almost 162 children are participating in the virtual competition. Seek your blessing, seek all your initiative so that, as Brother Chairman said in his vision, let not this small microorganism make us to brought down our initiative. No, let us create this is an opportunity and come out more. And wishing you all the best. And I also have to rest for the meetings. Thank you so much for having me for your inaugural session. Thank you. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, brother, for being here and for your kind words. And we assure you of our prayers and blessings. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a privilege to have with us Dr. Mahesh Pai as our chief guest today morning. We are indeed blessed to have him with us as we were all his proud students at Nirmala Institute of Education. I now invite Ms. Janessa to kindly introduce Professor Dr. Mahesh Pai to our meeting.
Professor Dr. Mahesh Pai is principal of Goa College of Home Science, located at Kampal, Panaji, Goa. He has earlier served as Associate Professor and Head, Department of Psychology at Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Kandola, Marcel, Goa. Over the years, he has organized several need-based workshops and seminars for the growth of students and teachers in Goa. His educational qualifications include Masters in Psychology from University of Bombay, PhD in Psychology from Karnataka University, Dharwad, and Diploma in HIV/AIDS related counseling from South India AIDS Action Program. He has 30 years of teaching experience at undergraduate level and over 15 years at the postgraduate level. He has presented papers at state and national level seminars and has several publications to his credit. He has a keen interest in the field of research. Development through education is his priority, and he makes sure that students, teachers, and the public are helped and encouraged to do their best. I now request Professor Dr. Mahesh Pai to address the gathering.
Thank you, sir, for that kind introduction. Director and Principal Brother Prem Sagar, Chairman Reverend Brother Jaiko Garvasis, Guest of Honor Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, and others present online. I wish you all a very good morning. Modern counseling method models and techniques are as varied and diverse as the counselors who use them. Most counselors have a particular theory, method, or school of thought that they embrace, whether it is transaction analysis, rational emotive behavior therapy, person-centered therapy, gestalt therapy, or other. Yet, all of these approaches and techniques have one thing in common. They may not prove effective unless the counselor is successful in building a strong therapeutic alliance with the client. A therapeutic alliance is the connection and relationship developed between a therapist and a client over time. The outcome of counseling is mostly dependent on the quality of this relationship between the therapist and the client. Together, the counselor and the counselee address the issue at hand and work towards recovery and growth. This idea of a therapeutic alliance is reflected in Montfort Academy's virtual counseling initiative, VAYAM. As has been said before, VAYAM meaning we implies together we connect. This initiative will allow those in emotional distress to digitally connect with a counselor from the team who will then guide and counsel the individual over a few sessions. As Aisha has mentioned, the COVID-19 virus has created a public health crisis of unprecedented proportions. Since the pandemic's onset, we have witnessed a sharp rise in people dealing with the loss of normalcy in their daily lives. The pandemic has drastically changed how the world functions, and as a result, many have experienced severe reactions to their mental health. Conditions of anxiety, trauma, depression, and grief have all spiked considerably in reaction to COVID-19. Today, more and more people are seeking out online counseling services to address the mental health challenges. Known by many names, telehealth counseling, digital counseling, distance counseling, or remote counseling. Using audio and video technology is enabling counselors to reach clients virtually and across a wide geographical area. Digital counseling does pose challenges, some of which are access to adequate technology and connectivity. Clients need a private place for their sessions. As boundaries on the internet are loose, confidentiality and privacy are never really guaranteed. Without in-person interaction, counselors sometimes encounter difficulty in interpreting non-verbal cues. Digital counseling, however, does have its benefits. Online counseling gives you access to services and professionals you might otherwise have to travel outside of your immediate community to find. If you're quarantined, if you have physical limitations that make it difficult for you to move around, travel, or come to an office, online counseling removes these barriers, making it easier for you to get the guidance that you need. With online counseling, there is reduced stigma. If you are uncomfortable with being seen in counseling, distance therapy can be a solution to those feelings while providing the help and services that you seek. You can participate in remote counseling from wherever it is most comfortable and convenient for you. No more time spent traveling back and forth to appointments or sitting in waiting rooms. It can all be done from the comfort of your home. When interactions that are usually done face-to-face happen online, people often feel free from social restrictions and their inhibitions. This tends to make it easier to open up and express one's feelings. To sum up, the facilitating process that once took place face to face is now replaced by counseling sessions over the internet or by smartphone using Zoom, Google Meet, Skype, or other online platforms. I congratulate Principal Brother Prem and the management of Montfort Academy Goa for conceptualizing and launching VAYAM, which will provide online counseling services under the present pandemic circumstances, ensuring that the many people that have difficulty coping with anxiety around social isolation and living with uncertainty can have access to much needed support and assistance. I read through the profiles of the YM team members and was happy to note their excellent mix of competencies. I'm sure this is going to be a very useful and a value-adding venture. I must thank you all for inviting me to be a part of this Need of the Hour initiative. So I thank you all once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for that very informative and enlightening talk and speech. The moment has finally arrived, and we are all excited and set to launch VAYAM. I now cordially invite Dr. Mahesh Pai to officially launch VAYAM by opening the ribbon.
Hold a little higher, please.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2.
Let us all cheer with a virtual applause. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
He's actually.
But when you see it, it is correct. Yeah, not in the
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Mahesh Pai. We are indebted to have with us Reverend Brother Yuju Francis as our trainer and supervisor at Team VAYAM. I request Ms. Shalini to kindly introduce Brother Yuju and invite him to say a few words. Okay.
It is my honor to introduce Brother Yuju Francis, a psychological counselor, therapist, group facilitator, trainer, and visiting faculty to different psycho-spiritual renewal centers in India. Over 18 years experience as a skills trainer for students, teachers, and NGOs in different parts of India. 18 years as a counselor and therapist for individuals, couples, and groups. Associate trainer, staff, and psychological counselor at Montfort College from 2006 to 2012. He has worked in the areas of anxiety disorder, OCD, panic attack, depression, relationship issues, couples issues, personality disorders, schizophrenia, child sexual abuse, loss and grief work, low self-esteem, premarital counselling, etc., to name a few. It is with great pleasure I introduce today Brother Yuju Francis, who will now say some words for us. Thank you.
Thank you. That's quite a lot about me that you shared with the group. As a fellow member of VAYAM, I think it's a day of rejoicing for all of us. And we are so very pleased to have you here with us, Dr. Mahesh Pai, for your encouraging words of support and your patronage. We are, though Brother Provincial, Brother Jaco and Brother Shajan, they are not here. I'm sure We are assured of their continued patronage. Yeah, so today is a day of rejoicing for all of us, and therefore, as an insider, as a member of VAYAM, I think we should be patting our own shoulders. I'm going to introduce to you what is known as a butterfly hug. What you can do is take your hands like this and tap on your shoulders. Butterfly hug we introduced in EMDR technique, and actually it is something like this, but you can as well do this way. So at the outset, I would like to congratulate Brother Prem, the director and principal of Montfort Academy, and the team, VAYAM, for launching this website, this virtual platform for providing psychological services to the people of Goa, particularly keeping in mind those from the low socio-economic background. From my experience of having been part of this team, and many on the gallery are familiar to me, I had the opportunity to interact with some of them, many of them in fact, across a few case discussion sessions we had. And from my observation, I have found them as very ethical, very competent, and very intentional. And I'm sure what VAYAM is going to give to the people of Goa is going to be real intentional therapeutic counseling and approach. And the people are going to benefit out of this initiative. I wish VAYAM all the best, and all the members the very best, and may God bless our initiative. God bless Montfort Curlin and VAYAM. Thank you.
Thank you, brother, for your motivating words, and we look forward to learning and working with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
As a token of appreciation, I request Brother Prem to kindly present Dr. Mahesh Pai with a memento.
Thank you so much. Thank you yes, very much. This is from all your behalf. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All good things come to an end, and so has a memorable inaugural function. I invite Ms. Tanya to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. It is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this occasion. First of all, I'm thankful to the Almighty for giving us the courage and the spirit to organize this event. These blessings truly have helped us to make it a success. On behalf of the team VAYAM, I would like to thank our chief guest for the day, Dr. Mahesh Pai, for being with us here this morning. Sir, it truly means a lot that you are with us. Your words are truly encouraging and will help us to achieve our goals. I would like to thank the President, Reverend Brother Joyko Garvasis, for his presence with us this morning. Without his support, truly, this would not have been possible. I would also like to express my gratitude to Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony for being with us today, this morning. Well, there's a very special thanks to Brother Prem Sagar. He has been instrumental to forming the VAYAM team and to ensure that this event was held out very successfully. Further, I would like to pass my gratitude to Aisha for being a wonderful host for the day. I would like to place my hearty thanks to all my team members. You truly have shown unity and high team spirit. You have helped make this event a huge success. Thank you all once again, and I wish you a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you, Tanya. And thank you, everyone, for your presence in commemorating the launch of VAYAM with us. We hope and pray that we at VAYAM are able to make an impact and touch many lives. Your support and your encouragement will help us grow and expand. Wishing you all happiness, peace, and prosperity. Have a good weekend. Take care and stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, Aisha.